Check, check, check. Hi, everybody. Hello. I wanted to first give my thanks to everybody present today and mustering the weather to be here to share in Jim's 50th birthday. And while I'm giving out thanks for everyone that's here, I'd also like to extend my thanks for keeping him in the dark until this moment. Also to my sister-in-law Linda, Jim's sister. Oh, where do I stand? For helping out and the band tonight, my allies. What? Okay, sorry, my allies in all of this to really keep it all shaded for Jim. So I'm happy he was surprised when he got here. Unfortunately, with the weather, it has impeded on a lot of our friends that were supposed to be here tonight. So I extend my thanks to them as well.
Here, I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you.
So although she's absent, I'd like to thank our friend Doreen, who made the amazing cake. They had it dropped off at 3 o'clock this afternoon, went home, and unfortunately wasn't able to return because of the weather. Amongst other family and friends from Hamilton, Oakville, honey, this place was supposed to be filled tonight. But again, you know, it's your fault your birthday's in January. Okay, so, you know. So anyways, we do have some messages and some sentiments that have been posted, for example, on Facebook and sent from afar. So, Louis, if I can get you to cue up the presentation, please. Watch this show. Oh, the balloons are flying. There we go. Okay. I'll go up there. Okay, the tech guy did not know how to start the presentation. Got the light.
Wait.
Oh, may we have the lights off at the back, please?
Didn't see that one.
So, the lights at the back? Did you shut them off for a moment?
Scotland. Oh, this is all Scotland. Yeah. I could.
My champagne's birthday. Sorry with silence, I probably should have put some music in the back.
Maybe you could hey, Lydia.
Lydia. I'm saying, sweaty. I've always been long-winded.
You can always read that one later. Oh, will you get the volume up there?
I love you. I love you.
Oh, it's just right in the next
Sorry, there's a glitch with
Trish!
Apologize, Jim. A little glitch with the system. We gotta review.
We're getting close to 30 years now. Anyway, love you dearly, and I hope that you have the best birthday ever. And I hope there's a video tonight of your band and you singing your heart out.
I get up in the morning and look at the bottle.
Your friend Jim.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Uncle Jim. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Uncle Jim.
My dear friend Jim. 50 years old, my God, man. I've always been younger and still am. Anyway, I'm sending this just in case we're not going to be able to make it there tonight, which was our intention. Of all times for storm to hit, it's now. Anyway, like I say, I'm hoping you're not going to see this because we will be there. But if by chance that we're not because of the weather, I just want you to know how much you mean to me. Your friendship for, well, we're hitting, what, close to 30 years now. Anyway, love you dearly, and I hope that you have the best birthday ever, and I hope there's a video tonight of your band and you singing your heart out and enjoying your time. Happy 50th, Jim. Love you.
Hi Jim, we just wanted to say I hope you have a fabulous 50th birthday. Lots of love from the Cornfields and the Mellors all the way from Surrey, Scotland. Happy birthday!
So we prepared a little something, you know. So hopefully everybody has some glasses to use to Jim. We'll continue on and take it from here.
All right, well, Jim was born on the 21st of January, which is Monday. Just like to say a few things that happened on the 21st of January. So in 1793, King Louis XVI was beheaded by French revolutionaries. 1813, the pineapple was introduced to Hawaii. In 1892, John Couch Adams, English, discoverer of Neptune, dies. In 1954, the first atomic sub, USS Nautilus, launched. In 1954, the first gas turbine automobile exhibited in New York City. In 1962, snow falls in San Francisco. In 1967, actress Anne Sheridan dies at 51. In 1979, Neptune becomes outermost planet. Pluto moves closer. In 1982, the Islanders start NHL record 15-game win streak. In 1969, which was the year Jim was born, January 21st was a Tuesday under the sign of Aquarius. Pierre Trudeau, Liberal, was Prime Minister of Canada, and the U.S. President was Richard Nixon, Republican. Famous people born on this day include Karina Lombard, which is a French-American actress and singer, starred in the film and Legends of the Fall. Rusty Greer, Major League Baseball player for the Texas Rangers. In that special week of January, people in the U.S. were listening to I Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye. In the UK, it was Obladi Oblada by Marmalade and was in the top 5 hits. Samurai Banners, directed by Hiroshi Inagari, was one of the most viewed movies released in 1969. Other movies in the theaters include The Swimming Pool, More Dead Than Alive, The Lion in the Winter, and The Shoes of the Fisherman. The Salzburg Connection by Helen McInnes was one of the best-selling books. On TV, people were watching Hilfi or Bowen, a family comedy series. And if you liked video games, you were probably playing Space Travel.
So, like Jim, I myself was also born in 69, 6 months following Jim. Sorry, okay. So that makes us, honey, in a part of the Generation X. The attributes of Generation X were that we grew up right at the start of the technological revolution and are considered comfortable with technology but not tethered to it as younger generations. But you're like the Encino man, unfortunately, as our son has called you. So in summary, Generation X were born soon after the baby boomers, are associated with the hippie era. They are often preconceived as directionless and disaffected. So in 1969, the year we both were born, the world population was estimated at 3.6 billion people, compared to the current 7.7 billion people. The most popular names that year were Michael for boys and Lisa for girls, and I think we actually probably have some of those here. Included amongst all of those newborns were R. Kelly and Puff Daddy, drummer Dave Grohl, and actresses Jennifer Aniston and Renee Zellweger. Sadly, as we all know, life finds its balance in death. In these 12 short months, we lost Dwight Eisenhower, Rocky Marciano. Yeah, I knew you'd know who I was talking about. And Ho Chi Minh. Other movies released in 1969 were True Grit, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kids, and The Wild Bunch. For more academically inclined, popular novel choices included Slaughterhouse-Five, I Know Why, The Caged Bird Sings, and The Andromeda Strain. So in 1969 was also the first lunar landing, the first test flight of a supersonic jet liner, and the first successful eye transplant. The first opening of Wendy's hamburgers.
What?
Science, Wendy's opened up in 1969. Science helped open the way to the lunar module, laser printer, taser, and mouse pad. In addition to seeing the first man on the moon, this year also witnessed hard-pressed U.S. forces capture Hamburger Hill. Shortly after that, those same troops began to withdraw out of Vietnam. The year 1969 also saw the U.S. withdraw the $500, $1,000, $5,000, and $10,000 bills, which I have, from circulation and ended the Supreme Court ban on obscene materials. Now, for the children of the world, this year gave two notable gifts: Sesame Street and The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Regardless of whether you scrutinized the moon landing for hoaxes or recently traveled across the country in a Boeing 747, the year 1969 helped make it all possible. It was an iconic year, for as we all know, that was the year of the original Woodstock Music Festival, held from August 15th to August 18th and attended by 400,000 people. They say that if you can remember Woodstock, you weren't there. Lastly, Jim Morrison, the cataclysmic, estroplastic lead singer deemed the king of orgasmic rock, finally let it all hang out on March 2nd in Miami, Florida, and the outraged aftermath became the object of 6 arrest warrants, including one for a felony charge of lewd and lascivious behavior in public by exposing his private parts and by stimulating masturbation and oral copulation. Hopefully we won't see any of that tonight.
Jim, I love you, but here's a few things that you can expect now that you're 50. You spend more time trimming your nose hair than your head hair. You finally get your head together and your body has other ideas. You realize with some irritation that your parents were right about nearly everything. And you've got 4 sizes of clothes in your closet, 3 of which will never be worn again. Just remember, when you're over the hill, you begin to pick up speed. That's by Charles M. Schultz. 50 isn't old, just ask anybody who's 90. Maybe it's true that life begins at 50, but everything else starts to wear out, fall out, and spread out. Middle age is when your age starts to show around your middle. Not pretty. I'm aiming by the time I'm 50 to stop being an adolescent. And the secret of staying young is to live honestly, eat slowly, and lie about your age.
I'm still 39.
So if everybody has a drink in hand, I'd ask you to all please raise your glasses in honor of our honoree, 50-year-old Jim. Cheers, Jim.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Linda, for my co-host. So I'm going to stay up here to bang out a couple of songs. And then I'm going to get off and let Jim get back to it. So, boys, if you'd like to come up and join me, and Louie, give me a guitar.
I didn't know she played.
Alright, you start out with Happy birthday, let's go. I don't know, we can just sing it. Alright, I'll just sing it. Okay, everybody, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jim. Happy birthday to you. Pretend you're blowing out candles for a picture.